Yo, what's going on, guys? Clutch back again with another video for you guys today, and it is a huge one. This is going to be the way to counter 71 depth. I found a formation, I found tactics that work against 71 depth press. It's, in my opinion, the best way to get out and beat it, and I'm going to share it with you guys today. Now, before we do get into it, if you haven't already, please drop a like on the video if you do enjoy it. Drop a comment if you have any questions, and please smash that sub button. We are trying to get to 5,000 subscribers, and around 80% of you that watch the videos aren't subscribed, so it would be a massive help if you could. Also, if you are interested, I do have a coaching Discord, Patreon Discord type of thing, where I offer coaching, exclusive videos, exclusive information on the game as well. So if you are interested, that is in the link down below. Now, before we do get into it as well, I just want to tell you guys thank you, really. Thank you for all the support. You guys are helping me massively, so I really do appreciate it. Now, the formation, it's the 5-4-1, the big Don Dada 5-4-1 from last year. It is very strong this year, and for different reasons. Maybe not as wide last year, but this year it is so defensively good, and I'm also going to show you guys how to score goals with it as well. It works super well. Now, the width is on 45. As much as we do have three centre-backs, so they will slightly cover the wider areas, we do still want to just tuck them in ever so slightly, those wing-backs, just to make sure when we are defending, we can't really concede any silly through balls. If we do concede goals down the line, then so be it. You know, there's only so much you can do. Now, the depth is on 50. A different depth, not just 71 anymore. Now, that is mainly just down to the fact that we are going to try and be a little bit further back, just try and defend our goal, and really try and catch teams on the counter-attack and beat that press. So we're not going to be pressing players and things like that. It's basically going to be about just trying to be as defensively strong as we can be. Now, the build-up play is on long ball. Again, this is because we are trying to expose the counter-attack with the higher depth and basically the counter-attacking style as well. So it will be long ball for that. If you don't know what long ball does, basically what it does, basically people with good attacking positioning, basically very good at trying to get it basically in behind the back line as quick as possible, especially from longer passes and things like that. They'll always kind of look for the space in behind. Now, chance creation is still on direct passing because, like I said, we are trying to still make the most of through balls and breaking the lines and getting in behind. We're just trying to do it in quick transition and basically try and get past the press, because the press is the hardest thing to beat. Once you beat that, it's pretty easy. So we just do want to make sure we get past that press. Now, the width is on 40. So we just are narrowing the wingers ever so slightly, or the left mid, right mids, just to make sure that we're basically available to build up if we do need to. But also they will make good runs down the wings as well, obviously due to the tactics, but also due to the instructions that I'll be showing you guys in a minute as well. We do have the players in the box on 6. Now, this is mainly just due to the fact of you do need your centre mids to get a bit more involved going forward, but also you just don't want them bombing forward as well with how we're trying to play. Like I said, we're just trying to beat that 71 depth, so not too many bodies committing forward, so we do just have 6 players in the box. And then we also do have corners and free kicks, both on 2. Now, part of the reason is as well because we are trying to score from corners, and I do have a certain set piece that if you run 2 corners, they make a certain run, and it's very easy to score. So if you are interested, let me know in the comments. And also, it is mostly down as well to the fact we don't want to concede any silly goals on the counter-attack and things like that. So we're just really trying to be, again, as defensively sound as we can be. Do you want to have an amazing team like this? Well, head over to iggm.com to get the cheapest and most reliable coins on FC24 and use code CLUTCH at checkout for 5% off. Now, guys, onto the instructions. This is obviously how we had the team laid out. We had Kvaratskhelia up top, where he's a bit taller as well. He's good at holding the ball up and things like that, but he's also very good with his feet, so it's a super card to use up front. Now, we do have our striker on stay central getting behind. Like I said, we do have 2 sets of wide options, so we don't need anything too crazy there. We do really just want him to be in the centre, making those in-behind runs for over the top long through balls, or just general through balls as well. We're really just trying to make the most of that. Now, we do have both of our centre mids on stay back while attacking cover centre. What I would say is, if you are trying to be a bit more aggressive and try and score a few more goals, you can definitely take both of them off stay back while attacking. But for me, the main way we're trying to play this formation at the minute is to try and beat that 71 depth. And that does just kind of mean that having those centre mids protecting those centre backs as well makes it so hard for basically our opponent to score. It can make it a little bit harder to get out the press, but you kind of have to pick what you want. And for me, defending is going to be the hardest thing on this game. It's what wins you games. So having them both on stay back while attacking and cover centre does just mean that we just don't really concede as many goals. Now, I do have both of my wingers on comeback on defence, cut inside, get in behind, get into the box for cross. Now, obviously, if you are looking at these instructions, you're going to think, Clutch, well, why would you have them on comeback on defence? It means that, you know, they're not going to go forward, and you would be wrong. It does mean that they still bomb forward. It just means that when we are defending, they will come back, help defend, help basically just beat like people up and really win the ball back, really just knock them out, bang. And then we do have them on cut inside as well. Now that is mainly just due to the fact of when we are trying to create chances and go forward, we do want them drifting into those central areas. We'll also free up our fullbacks, which we'll speak about in a minute. But we do want them cutting inside, like I said, to build up with the striker, the other winger, some of the midfielders, and try and create chances, especially if we can't initially catch them on the counter-attack straight away. It's just the right way to try and build up play. We do have both of them on getting behind. Now this is mainly to take advantage of the long ball tactic that we are using. Because like I said, you do want those wide options, making those in behind runs and making it as hard as possible for your opponent. And also just having that just means long ball will work better, direct passing will kick in even more. Just makes it a lot harder for our opponent to defend, especially if they're using 71 depth. They can have such a high line, it makes them change the way they play. And then we do have both of them on getting to the box for cross as well, mainly just due to the fact that we want them to get in the box for back post crosses, cutbacks, all that good stuff, and just general goal scoring opportunities. We do want them to be a bit more involved and try and score some goals. Now, we do have our 3 centre-backs, all on default instructions, nothing too crazy there. We do have our keeper on comes for crosses and sweeper keeper. Now, this is mainly just due to the fact of crosses are a pretty easy way to score in this year, so I want to make sure our keeper's coming out and trying to win those crosses. Otherwise, you can really get killed in terms of just, like, someone just tapping in a header right in front of your post. Drives me nuts. I don't like it at all. And then also we do have them on sweeper keeper. So if they do somehow get in behind, we've got that keeper coming out, trying to win the ball and just try and make sure that basically we don't concede any silly through balls as well. And then we do have both of our fullbacks just on overlap. Now this is mainly just due to the fact that they are going to try and run down those wings when those 2 left mid and right mids cut inside. It does mean it just gives us even more options going forward. And it does mean as well that we just become a little bit harder to defend when we do have to build up play. Because like I said, you can't always catch someone on the counter. You have to know when to go and when to not go. And it does just make it a little bit better for us. So yeah, guys, hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. And like I said, let me know how it does get on. Because when I've used it, it's done very well against 71 depth. So I'll be curious to see how you guys get on. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.